So the runners and riders, Serium, Nick Schofield, very good amateur, taking £7 off, 22 to 1. Difficult to fancy in what he's doing recently. Butler's Cabin, 14 to 1 shot for Mick Fitch. You've heard about him from Alistair. Gungadu, many people's idea of the winner, but disappointing last time over further in the Welsh National. Harris Bay bolted up over hurdles last time, but much, much higher in the weights here this afternoon, £35. And Kalami, who's had some good days in England before, but needs rejuvenating, judged on what we've seen this season.
Eric's Charm, been a real flag bearer for Oliver Sherwood's stable and been running well. Second his last two starts, no surprise he goes one better here. He's a 5 to 1 chance. Irish Raptor, the mount of Paddy Brennan, 11 to 2. Caribou does not go. Principe, I think it is, or Principe, Azzurro. Principe, it's Italian, isn't it? That's the right one. Richard Johnson, 13 to 2. As you can tell, I'm no linguist. Tora Bora and Wayne Hutchinson, a 50 to 1 chance, pulled up at Cheltenham last Saturday when Burntoakboy finished second. My Immortal, a 12 to 1 chance, with Johnny Farrelly claiming a valuable 5, and Burntoakboy that I've just mentioned, an 8 to 1 chance. He's been busy this season. He's actually having his 8th run, but he certainly seems in fine form after that second to Maljamar last week. And that's Mick Fitzgerald aboard Butler's Cabin. Mick, as Alistair said, a great racing brain. I met the two junior Fitzgeralds for the first time a couple of weeks ago at Kempton, and I have to say the older of those two, as Mick himself will say, if he carries on growing as he is, he's only 18 months, he won't make a jockey unless it's camels. He's enormous.
24 tickets still remaining in the Scoop 6 into this final leg, and all the horses are covered except for Serium and Tora Bora. So our understanding is that if either Serium or Tora Bora should win here, the Scoop 6 will not be won. They set off, and Eric's Charm, the white face, who loves it round here at Sandown, leading down the hill to the first fence in this Tote Sport Masters Handicap chase. Harris Bay close up in the blue and yellow jacket. Slightly detached early is the French raider Calami, as they now turn right-handed into the back straight. Third is Tora Bora, the blue and green colours, carried somewhat disappointingly by Vodka Blur earlier on. Gungadu is handy. A change of colours on Gungadu, now wearing the Finley colours. In the paper this morning it was Paul Barber's green colours, but Gungadu now in purple, landing in 4th place. Out wide is Burntoakboy, Serium, then Tora Bora as they land over the next. Principe Azzurro is towards the rear at the moment in a green jacket, followed by Harris Bay and Butler's Cabin and Kelami. Irish Raptor has improved into a share of second as they jump the water jump. And it was Eric's Charm, now clear, leads by about 6 lengths to Irish Raptor and Burntoakboy. Then 3 lengths away My Immortal, followed by Gungadu towards the inside. Wide is Serium, followed then by Tora Bora and Harris Bay towards the inside. Gungadu going off the 5 to 2 favourite, but as Tanya was saying just before the race, out to 100 to 30 on the exchanges. Eric's Charm flicks over the last of the railway fences in front from Burntoakboy on the near side of Irish Raptor, 2nd and 3rd. Eric's Charm leading by about 3 lengths. Followed in 4th by Gungadu, then Principe Azzurro has improved the inside of My Immortal in the yellow cap. Further back then is Serium with Butler's Cabin on his outside, and then Tora Bora, Harris Bay, and finally Kelami. So on towards the next. This is the 9th fence coming up. They jump 22 in all, and this is the pond fence they're coming to. And Eric's Charm and Dominic Ellsworth leading the way. So Irish Raptor, a big jump in 2nd place. Also to keep an eye on Irish Raptor, possible for the Grand National. And 3rd, Burntoakboy, followed by Gungadu round the inside. Principe Azzurro and My Immortal racing next. Harris Bay on the far side of Tora Bora as they jump the next plain fence. Butler's Cabin out wide. Very slow at the back there was Serium, who's now behind Calami, and Serium being driven hard and under pressure from Nick Schofield, and there's no response at the moment as they jump the next, an open ditch. Serium rapidly losing ground, just seems to have just thrown the anchor out, and you do wonder if all is well with the horse, but he's going to be pulled up and it's Eric's Charm by a couple of lengths to Irish Raptor and Burntoakboy. Gungadu given a bit of a chance today, tracks the leaders rather than sitting too close to the pace. In fifth then is Principe Azuro from My Immortal. Kelami has made a little bit of ground from Butler's Cabin, who's quietly ridden. Under pressure now is Tora Bora, and Harris Bay is now the back marker, with Serium being pulled up in front of the stands. Meanwhile, Eric's Charm has just slipped away from the others as they run down the hill. Eric's Charm has galloped into a 6 or 7 length lead now over Irish Raptor, running towards the next. Burntoakboy is third, Gungadu is fourth, then My Immortal, Principe Azuro and Kelami. A couple of lengths to Tora Bora. Good jump by the leader, Eric's Charm, over the downhill fence. Harris Bay is well back, and Butler's Cabin is just being pushed along now. He's a very stout stayer, though. He may run on at the end, but turning into the back straight, Eric's Charm has got 1 or 2 of them in trouble at a still early-ish stage. Running towards the next 7 fences down the back straight to be crossed, and Eric's Charm comes to the first of them, jumps it boldly and bravely from Irish Raptor. Burntoakboy very handy. My Immortal on the right. Gungadu well in touch. Kelami is down there. Kelami falls with Christophe Pieux. The horse is up on his feet very quickly, as meanwhile the leaders take the nest, and Irish Raptor now takes over from Eric's Charm, who's pushed along. Burntoakboy is right there. Gungadu in behind them. My Immortal, Principe Azuro. Then a gap to Tora Bora and Butler's Cabin and Harris Bay, who can't keep up with them. And now they're running towards the 3 railway fences then, and coming to the first of them, Irish Raptor on the right of the white-faced Eric's Charm. Coming into this, Irish Raptor just picks up ahead of Eric's Charm. Burntoakboy well in touch in third. Purple Jacket, Gungadu and Sam Thomas still going well in fourth place over the next. Irish Raptor a bit right-handed there and brushed through it. The last on the far side. Irish Raptor better from in second. Burntoakboy, Gungadu coming between the pair, powering through in fact again for the Nichols team, and takes over does Gungadu as they run now right-handed out of the back straight. Principe Azuro is in fourth place. The early leader, Eric's Charm, can't go with them in fifth. Then My Immortal as they make the run towards the pond fence now. Others well and truly cooked in behind. Tora Bora tailed off, so too Butler's Cabin and Harris Bay. Back with the leaders, and it's Gungadu who leads in the Denman colours here. Gungadu from Burntoakboy giving chase in second place. Irish Raptor, Principe Azuro, My Immortal over 3 out. Gungadu picks up, jumped it really well, lands about 3 lengths to 4 lengths clear of Burntoakboy as they round the final turn. Irish Raptors back in third, then My Immortal, Principe Azuro and Eric's Charm. This is the second last. Gungadu measures it well. Burntoakboy though hasn't given up the chase in second. Principe Azuro was the faller back in the field, and Burntoakboy, who's getting plenty of weight here, is coming back at Gungadu as they race towards the final fence. Good jump by Gungadu. Burntoakboy reached for it on the far side. They settle down to fight it out up the hill. Gungadu on the near side of Burntoakboy. Gungadu by 2 to 3 lengths to in second. Burntoakboy, who's rallying again, but Gungadu will hold on to complete a memorable day for trainer Paul Nichols and jockey Sam Thomas. Second Burntoakboy, third My Immortal, then came Irish Raptor. A big gap to Eric's Charm, Tora Bora, and Butler's Cabin completes the course. Harris Bay pulling up, looking down the course. Richard Johnson okay after his fall from Principe Azuro. This is the trainer to follow, isn't he? And hasn't he been the trainer to follow for the last few jump seasons? Paul Nichols completing a tremendous treble here at Sandown with the t'other one, Silverburn, and now Gungadu, and all ridden by this man, Sam Thomas.
A 21-to-1 treble for Thomas and Nichols on Gungadu, the market mover, the biggest one of the day, as we gave it at the top of the programme. 5, 9-2 and 4 this morning, 11-4 on the course returned. The 5-2 favourite, Gungadu, beats Burntoakboy on the